This is the plaintiff, Dan McGee. He says he's in a rock band and played at the defendant's bar, which was packed on the night of November 12, 2012. A drunk patron spilled his beer, knocked over a speaker onto his guitar, and it fell off its stand and the neck got broken. The defendant allowed this individual to get intoxicated, and therefore he's responsible for the repair costs associated with fixing his beloved guitar. He's suing for $1,180, the amount he's out. This is the defendant, Peter Murray. He says his bar's been in business for close to 100 years, so he's seen it all. He has no idea why the plaintiff thinks he'd be responsible for a so-called drunk patron who damaged his guitar. What if someone is sober and trips over his guitar? Is he responsible for every little thing that goes wrong in the plaintiff's life? He thinks not, and is confident the judge will agree. He's accused of losing control.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff is in a rock band and played at the defendant's bar when one of the drunken patrons fell and damaged his guitar. The defendant says no way is he responsible for what a patron does. It's the case of, while my guitar gently weeps.
Dan McGee?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. You are suing, you've asked us not to mention the company name, and you are the, Peter Murray, you're the manager of the bar?
That's
You have
correct.
authority by the owner to be representing here today?
Correct.
For $1,180, the cost to fix your acoustic guitar, which was damaged by a patron at the bar when you were playing at that bar, correct?
That's correct, Your
All
Honor.
right, tell me what happened.
My band and I were playing,
What's the name of your band?
we are called the Below Average White Band.
The Below Average White Band, okay. And what kind of music do you play?
We play classic 70s rock mostly.
My stuff. All right, and
Basically, the band was playing. I took a break for a second and put my guitar in the stand. And this patron seemed to be intoxicated and stumbled into the speaker stand and speaker, spilling his beer on my other guitar player's foot pedals, proceeded to knock the speaker over into my guitar, which is on the stand, and knocked it over and cracked the neck of the guitar. So
where had your stand been? Your stand and your guitar, where had they been?
they were in the middle of the stage, back away from the crowd.
Where was the stage in relation to the people? Do you have a picture of the place?
I do have a picture, Your Honor. My bass player was kind enough to give me this diagram. Thank you.
What's Luke?
He's our drummer.
Oh, okay. Guitar stand holding Dan's Taylor, and then there's an inebriated man. And there's a circle and it says inebriated man. Okay. Where do the people go? The band in the bar is taking up every available square inch.
No,
is this accurate?
I didn't see it.
Okay, let me show it to you. Do you have pictures of the bar?
I do not.
Okay.
The people go in front of that, Your Honor. It's a long bar that extends back.
Does that more or less look right?
That's somewhat correct.
Okay. How big is this place?
It's probably 3,000 square feet. It legally holds 196 people.
Okay.
So it's a lot bigger than
So
it appears.
who
on
is
that-
this fellow?
I don't know the person, Your Honor.
Yeah, but you learned who the person was. You called the police, and the police came out. So tell me about it.
Right. Well, what happened was after he stumbled outside, I went outside with my guitar. I was obviously very upset. I tried talking to him. He couldn't speak. His friends started giving me a hard time about it. So my daughter saw what was going on. Both my daughters were there, were witnesses.
How old are they?
25 and 30. And my daughter Sarah saw that it was getting out of hand. I wasn't getting any help from the people in the bar.
What was he saying?
The other friend, he was like, just in my face, they were saying that he's from the hood and you better leave him alone and like, don't mess with us. And my daughter saw this, so she called the police, which was a very good idea. So the police came, they took statements and everything, and they proceeded to put him in the police car and take him off.
Did he get arrested?
He didn't get arrested because apparently there was no crime committed, they said.
Why are they taking him off in a police car?
Because he was so intoxicated, Your Honor.
So say you, but I'm looking at the police report. It doesn't say that. You know that, right?
I know that they apparently...
The police report just says that you say he stumbled into your equipment.
Right.
And it gives the guy's information, his phone number, his address, all that. Doesn't even say he's intoxicated, much less we had to take him home because he was so intoxicated, which is what you just said. Is this gentleman a witness?
Yes.
Come on up. I take it you don't know anything, right? I mean, I'm sure you know a lot. But were you there that night? You know this guy? You know of this? Or you learned of all this afterwards?
I learned of it afterwards.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Were you able to talk to anybody at the bar?
Oh, absolutely.
Who remembers this guy and the incident?
Absolutely.
Do you have statements from them?
Absolutely not.
Oh, well, then, like I said, you don't know nothing. Go ahead.
I was playing at the time, and
what's your name?
I'm Nick.
Okay.
And what happened? Dan wasn't on the stage at the time. He went away. We continue to play. We just keep playing all night. We don't even take a break. So what were you playing? What song?
How come you don't know? Why don't you just stop? Like he says, he was on a break.
Well, we all take breaks at different times, so
Really?
we never stop.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. Never seen that.
We're not so below average.
You're not so below average. No, you're pretty conscientious.
But I am in the corner by the table.
Okay.
So I have clear view of that because we're like catty cornered.
Right. Did you see what he was drinking?
Well, we saw what he was drinking when he spilled the beer on our other guitar player's pedals. So he's
Did that
drinking
happen
it
at the same time?
when he fell into the equipment.
Yes.
Yeah, he was drinking.
So what, he was walking out of the bar with a drink in his hand?
Well, we're just assuming he was leaving the bar. We don't know what he was. He was by the door, so we don't know what he was doing.
But he had a drink in his
staggering.
hand. But he had a drink in his hand.
Absolutely. And as he went to leave, he was like this, and he just...
Did you actually see him before the incident happened, or the incident happened and called your attention to it?
No, I'm just there. I'm standing right there.
So you
looking.
noticed him once the catastrophe
Right. Once
occurred.
the speaker's on a stand, so it's in the air. So once that came down, it came flying down, and then I stayed inside because we finished the song. We didn't stop playing.
You didn't stop when the speaker went
well,
down?
it was down there, and then we finished, and I stayed inside. I didn't witness anything outside that happened afterward.
Are there any witnesses? Do you have any witness statements you want me to look at?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and let me hear from you, Mr. Murray. What did you want to tell us today?
Well, first of all, good afternoon, number one. Number two is we are very experienced restaurant and bar owners with many years of experience. We become experts, according to the State Liquor Authority, on who to serve and who not to serve.
You don't become experts according to the State Liquor Authority by being a barkeep.
Well, no, but I know, but we do know the law and what we're supposed to do.
I hope that you know the law, but as you know, the fact that you own a bar, or not you, but the fact that people are bar owners doesn't mean that they are beyond questioning when someone accuses them of over-serving somebody. You are exactly the people who the Dram Shop Act was meant to guard against, is somebody who serves liquor. You all have to serve liquor in a certain way that's responsible, that doesn't lead to catastrophe. The idea behind the Dram Shop law was personal injury catastrophe, but it includes property damage as well. So let me just ask you the following. Do you have a single statement from any bartender who was there that night who knows this individual?
Nothing on paper.
So, is the bar owner responsible if a drunken patron damages the band's guitar? What do you think?
I think personal responsibility has to be taken into account, but if they continue to serve him, then yes. If they cut him off and he just hadn't left yet, then no.
But do bars have a responsibility to monitor how drunk somebody gets?
Absolutely. The business owner has a responsibility to protect his patrons.
So is the bar responsible? Yes or no?
Yes, the bar is responsible. It wouldn't be right to send someone out that's drunk and then let them get killed or kill someone else just because you want to serve them drinks and you make money.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
Hand me the guitar. Let me look at the guitar. Actually, I'm coming your way. Thank you. Wow. What's the guitar worth? Wait, that's the repaired guitar. Okay, what's the guitar worth?
It's priceless because it's Brazilian rosewood, and you can't even get it out of the Brazilian forest anymore. So to say what it's worth $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. It's hard to say.
What did you pay for it?
I paid for $1,700 about 15 years ago, so it's actually appreciated.
And this is the broken piece.
Right, you
and
can
then
see
to
it, the
repair
neck.
it cost you how much?
A total with shipping and insurance and whatnot, $1,180.
All right. Now, did you have conversations with? Did you have a conversation with him or with somebody else from the bar?
No, the owner of the bar.
Okay.
I contacted.
He came back to you and he said it's not covered and we're not paying.
That's correct.
Okay.
So then I asked him. I said, "Okay, well, what are you going to do about it with my damages?" He said, "I'll talk to my partner." Nicely, he said, "I'll talk to my partners
And then
about
he
it."
did, and then he came back and said, "We don't feel responsible."
Exactly.
All right. Can you come on up again? I have another
Nick.
question for you. How many people were in the bar?
Depends what time we're talking about. At 8 o'clock, I think they had a private party going on. And I would say there were close to 75 people in the
Okay.
bar.
And this happened at what time?
The incident happened at approximately between 11 and 11:30, I think.
And you had seen him drinking there since what time?
I saw him there from at least 8:15. The other thing is I can't understand why a police officer would escort him home.
Can I just tell you, gentlemen,
Yes.
something that you guys keep saying that, and I'm just telling you the police report doesn't mention escorting him home.
The police report says that he noticed the guy's house and that he didn't have two nickels to rub together.
What?
Didn't
No,
it
I
say
think
it
that's
on?
your
I'll show that
notes.
to you, Your Honor.
Wait, there's some handwritten notes that say that on the bottom, but I thought those were your notes.
No,
that's from the police.
From the police report.
What?
Yes.
The police officer's writing he doesn't have two nickels to rub together.
Yes, absolutely.
Wait. Back
That's
it
why
up.
he knew he wasn't going to get any
Wait.
compensation.
Wait. He is currently staying at, and then he gives an address, not a dime to his name. I assume that was your notes because
No.
I often get.
No, Your Honor. I'm glad you're
that's
asking.
the police officer writing that?
Yes.
It's bizarre because that doesn't tell me they brought him home. That doesn't tell me the guy was drunk. I just think it's sort of odd that there'd be handwriting on a police report. But I have witness after witness after witness, including one who I find very believable, who's an eyewitness, who says the guy had a drink in his hand when it happened, Judge. Okay? You have to prove two things when you want to say that a bar contributed to damage by irresponsibly serving somebody who was intoxicated. You have to prove that they served the guy and that he was intoxicated. It's not enough that he's intoxicated, which was really how your case was looking for a while. You have to prove that they served the guy when he was intoxicated. Okay, but what truly bothers me is that they sent you in here to battle the lions alone when you have zero information. And you're local. You're local. I mean, there are a handful of bartenders who were there that night. One, two, maybe, serving 75 people. Can't be more than 2 or 3, right?
Two.
And you couldn't be bothered, not you personally, I guess, but your organization, your bar could not be bothered to get me so much as a notarized statement from them, much less actually send the people with personal knowledge. When you do that, that case is unrebutted. And that fellow right there says the drink was in his hand. I find in favor of the plaintiff in this case for the full amount.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, both sides just.
The Dram Shop Act over serving an intoxicated patron. What's your reaction to the verdict here?
Actually, nobody has any proof that this person was served in this facility. Number one, no one can even prove that he was intoxicated. It's
Why didn't you bring a witness?
Well, you know what? I'm the worker bee here, so I got assigned.
Right down this way, okay? There goes the worker bee. And here comes the case winner. Step on in here. You satisfied how this comes out?
Yes, I think justice prevailed today.
So this is a repaired version?
This is my Taylor 810, and
How does it sound? How does the guitar that got damaged
sounds pretty good. Would you like to hear it for a second?
Well, does it sound, is it satisfactory?
It is. It is. I was
You can still perform with it?
I have been performing with it since.
You're
Yes.
going to be a little more careful with your equipment at the gigs?
Oh, absolutely. Well, it's pretty much standard the way we do things. This was just an unfortunate.
So you ready to play something?
I could play something, I
You could
suppose. I
play
don't know
something right
what.
now? All right.
How about-
Okay. Hold on a second. So if you want to hear this performance by Dan McGee, right? Go to our website, peoplescourt.com. Harvey?
Okay, so these people all think the bar is responsible. Fact is, in some states, when a bar owner serves an obviously drunk person, that is the case. But I have to tell you, it is not the case in all states. A lot of those laws have actually been repealed. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.